Hey guys, it's Hi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Look at this natural hair. It is giving. I'm in like this new era. I'm in a new era. That's it. That's just like it. Also, I was literally gonna dye my hair black, but I just can't. I think my like natural color is just me. Like it's just made for me. Duh. But like, you know, that's not what today's video is about. Today's video is about living in the end. What's new? You guys hear me talk about this every 2 damn seconds because I am a coach. I don't live by techniques. I don't live by subliminals. I don't live by saying the perfect affirmations. I don't live by any of that. I live by the fact that the easiest route, which is living in the end, and the only route that you need to go to manifest. Obviously, everyone's different. Everyone has different ways to get to their desire, but living in the end is all that's needed to manifest. That is all that's needed. All that's needed is living in the end. Living in the end is just telling yourself and thinking from the perspective that your desire is here. That's it. It's literally that simple. I just wanted to go over that real quick. Hey. But if you want one-on-one coaching with me, my coaching is back up. First link in the description. I do it through Instagram DMs. Replies are up for a little bit. I know they were gone for a while. I was going to say a little, but they were gone for a while. They were gone for months. But yeah, if you want a one-on-one coaching with me, the link is down there. Today's video is about when you're struggling to live in the end. You're struggling to live in the end, or you're struggling to stop checking the 3D, or you're struggling to stop acknowledging what's happening, or you're struggling to avoid the version of your SP or your reality that you don't want. I have gone through every freaking possible scenario, okay, on how to help you guys get to the end goal, because that's all it is. You need to learn how to get there. You're not fully there. And I have come down to the conclusion on why you haven't. So if you have not been able to fully live in the end or see movement in your desire or stop acknowledging the 3D or checking or spiraling, you need to hear this. It's not a decision you're ready to make yet. It's literally just that. That is literally it. You are not ready to make the decision to live in the end yet. Because living in the end is a choice. Checking the 3D is a choice. As much as I know that you tell yourself, because obviously like you're trying to reassure yourself and tell yourself like, oh, I just checked their social media. Like it doesn't matter. No, it does. It does. Because that's going to turn into a habit. Checking continuously all the time. It's a choice, guys. Acknowledging the 3D, it's a choice. It is a decision you make. It's not something that just happens. It's a choice you make. There are thoughts and actions and choices and decisions that lead up to you pulling yourself out of the end goal, that lead up to you acknowledging the old version. I have seen so many people, a beautiful mental diet, living in the end perfectly. SP does something they don't want completely. They forget about affirming. They forget about the end goal. They go off on their SP. They go off on their partner. They go off on whatever. They acknowledge what's annoying them. They get into this whole like mentality of everything sucks. Da, 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 da. You need to make the choice. That's it. That's all that living in the end is. And I tell people that living in the end is not a state of being. Living in the end is not a feeling. Living in the end is a decision you are making. And to manifest, you have to get into that decision of, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to persist in this. And not only making that decision once, but twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7, as many times as you need to until your desire is here. And if you're struggling with that, it's because you're not ready to make that decision. You're not. When the time comes, you might be sitting here, yeah, Hyler, I am. But then the time comes, you're triggered, or the time comes, you go on social media and you're like, but it's just once. Like, it won't hurt if I check. If I go see if they followed me back, or if I go see if they followed that one person I'm worried about. Because by the way, if you're worried about them following someone and you're constantly checking to see if they follow them, one day, you're gonna check and they're gonna have followed them. That is manifestation. So you need to make that decision. If you want your desire in your reality, you have to decide and make the decision right now and for your future self that when the time comes, when you're triggered, when something happens, because it's inevitable. It is inevitable that it's going to happen. You're going to get triggered. You're a human being. You have feelings, you have emotions, you have triggers. And especially when you're emotionally involved in something, you're going to be triggered. You have to decide now that when that time comes, you are still going to live in the end, okay? That means not acknowledging it. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. It did not happen. Your SP followed someone that you didn't want them to. Did not happen. Do not think about it. If it is something you do not want to see, if you think about it, you are affirming for it to stay around. So don't even give it any room in your thoughts. You don't want that in your reality? Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It did not happen. Okay, period. It's easy and simple as that, okay? And it will go away so fast. It will go away so fast if you don't give it that power. And you have to make the decision to stay in that mindset. And that's a decision you are not willing to make if you have not successfully been able to see movement or live in the end. It's just a decision, guys. All of it is a decision, and it's just a decision that you have not. And maybe sitting here listening to this, you're like, yeah, I want to make that decision, and I have made that decision. But then the time comes and you are not. You're not staying in that choice. And it's not a one-time choice. It's not a one-time, you know what? Yeah, we're going to do this. It's a every single day you wake up, I'm going to live in the end. Every single time something happens that is undesirable, I'm going to live in the end. It's a choice you make every single day. And that's why living in the end, I say it all the time, is a mindset. It's not just affirming. It's not just doing subliminals and meditations, which do help, yes, of course. But living in the end is an every single day mindset until it shows up. That is what living in the end is. That doesn't mean you have to affirm and think about it every second of the day. But every time you do think about it, you are thinking from the end goal. Every single time. And you have to make that choice to keep doing it. So now that we have discussed that, you're probably asking, okay, but how the hell do I do that? How the hell do I do that, Hyler? I don't know. I know that I do that, but how the hell do I fix it? First of all, you need to build yourself back up, because if you're not able to make that choice yet, it's probably a self-concept issue. You probably don't feel like you're in power enough. You probably don't feel like you're able to control what's happening around you, which comes down to self-concept. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you're able to do this. You don't believe that manifestation is easy for you. You don't believe that this is something you can achieve. So you need to build yourself back up. That's basically what it is. You need to build yourself back up, because if you're constantly anxious, constantly doubting, constantly worrying, it's a self-concept thing. You're not believing in yourself. You're out of tune with yourself and your intuition and your higher power and your higher self. You're out of touch with it. So you need to get back into that steady, stable mind, because you're not going to be able to make that choice. You're not going to be able to push yourself to do better if you're constantly worrying, constantly anxious, constantly out of touch of your power. So you need to build yourself back up. Work on self-concept. Find time for you. Make time for you. And another thing you can do is take a step back. Take a step back. There is no rush. I want to tell you, you are not running out of time. I don't care if you have a deadline. I don't care if you're manifesting on a time crunch. You are not running out of time. Stop viewing it as you're running out of time. You're allowed to take a step back. Take a step back. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a step back. Breathe. Realize that your desire it's going to happen. You just need to focus on you. Stop worrying about how you are going to manifest this outside circumstance, and worry about how you are able to. You need to put the focus on you. You are powerful enough. You are deserving enough. You are capable enough. Not, oh my God, these outside circumstances need to conform. You're the center. You need to put yourself back in the center. So take a step back, see it from a different perspective. Sometimes perspective is what you need. Sometimes you're so locked into this one perspective that you cannot see anything else, and you just need to be like, you know what, let me take a step back. Let me take a step back. I need to see it from a different perspective, and see that from a different perspective to try to be able to change the way you view your desire, to view manifestation, to be able to make that choice and that decision every time you need to, every single day. You're not at the place where you're able to make that choice to live in the end every single day. Get there. Get there. It doesn't matter if you're not now. Who cares? Who cares? We all start somewhere. We are all at that place. Every single person that manifests, every single person you look up to, every single person you love has been at that place. Me, Neville, every other coach you've loved has been at that place where they were starting out, or they were going for a while. There's been times recently, guys, where I have been this way. Recently, where I have tried to manifest things, and I'm done with the bullshit. Like, I really want you guys to know, like, I'm a human being. I'm not a god. I'm not perfect. I'm not this perfect manifester. I have resistance sometimes. I have shit that I struggle with. Like, that's real. Like, that's real. And this has happened to me recently, where I, like, with my weight and my appearance, like, I gained a lot of weight, and that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with me gaining weight, but I just kept, I wanted to manifest it away, and I couldn't because I was not making the active decision every day. And when I did, I started losing weight. So it's an active choice. And if you're not able to make that decision, you need to get yourself to the point where you are. And it happens. It fucking happens. So don't feel bad that you're there. Be like, sympathize with yourself. Give yourself grace. I'm here because I'm struggling right now, and I'm learning. and I'm growing, and this is a chance for me to grow and learn and be better, be a better version of myself. Look at it like that. Everything is about perspective, how you view it, the way that you see it. So this is a good thing that you're learning this, and this is a good thing that you're able to grow. And that's all that it is. Everything is growth. That's it. But that is it for today's video. I feel like I'm all over the place. Well, like, I feel like I'm all over the place with this video. And then when I go to edit it, I'm like, no, I was on point. That is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is a little long one. Not really. My videos have been a little bit longer recently. So if you made it to the end, there's a gift for you. But that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, watching this video has helped you manifest. Say it with me. Watching this video has helped me manifest. Watching this video has helped me manifest. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.